Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's version of the Midweek Madness. Today, we got a very special guest, a person who really charges through the crowd like a stampede, possibly like a rhino. Hey, say hi to the crowd, everybody.
Hey guys, it's me, Drino 419, and it's good to be back streaming with another host. It's been like what since October since I've last been on live stream with someone else.
Oh, that is far too long. You need to say hi to us more often. You need to y'all come back now. You hear?
Man, I like to be on my grind. So sometimes I just get a little too I adapt way too well with the solitude and all that. So what can I say?
Yeah.
I'm a hard worker.
Yeah, I mean that's all good, all well and good, but you know the phrase "no man's an island." So how you doing? How you been?
Ah man, I've been all right. Other than this summer, which is kind of killing me, but
What's
I'll
been going
prevail.
on?
Man, just being down in the south, just just
Oh,
yeah,
he.
definitely
Yeah,
beats
I'm up
down
in
on here.
Michigan. Yeah, I'm here in Michigan, and we've had some scorchers ourselves. Like, we've had days where it's like been in like the 90s or so, but like for you guys, that's like, oh wow, it's so cold in here.
Yeah, no. Last week, one day there was a heat advisory where it was like over 111 degrees.
Oh
It
dear
felt like
God.
130. It
Oh
was bad,
wow. That
and
humidity really gets you.
oh man, that's the worst. Yeah, that is the worst part of it right there. So I mean, I was in a car. I was driving around, so that made it even worse.
Please tell me you had air conditioning, please.
Oh, I had the air conditioning, but I mean,
Well, that's good at least.
yeah,
Yeah,
it can
your
only do
your
so
uh, your
much.
your your 28 mile per gallon car suddenly dipped to 18.
Yeah, but
So tell us what you've been working on. Show off what you got.
all right, all right. Well, first of all, I've been working on this mature dark fantasy called Gods and Goddesses
Ooh,
for since actually last year. Um, During the whole peak COVID and everything, I
yeah, a
decided.
lot of work got done during that time.
Oh yeah. Well, I was balancing that and college and work.
Oh
So
wow,
yeah,
wow,
but I mean,
a lot of
man,
plates.
yes, but Thankfully, I was able to balance it. It didn't really interrupt too much. But I was, man, I just, unfortunately, when people, you know, um, end up passing away from it and everything, I was like, man, you know, let me let me work on a book. Everyone says that they want to work on something, but they don't really do it either
Yeah,
because
so
it's
many
urgent.
people talk the talk, but not many people like us can walk the walk.
Yeah, yeah, and and I was like, look, I don't know if I'll survive this or I will, but I was like, look, I have to start. So I just I just ended up writing one day,
Some
and
people just start blasting, and you start writing. Appreciate it.
yeah, that's I have a natural talent for that one. Just I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
I can relate to that. The thing that I often say is, writing comes as easily to me as breathing does to others.
Oh yeah, I it's been a journey. It's been an adventure. Just learning how to do self publishing. I'm still learning, by the way, but you were to ask previous year me about this stuff, like, oh, what's the difference between traditional and self publishing? He wouldn't he wouldn't know. Past me wouldn't know.
Well, that's
So
the thing about life. We learn, we grow, we kick lots of butt.
yes, yes, and I'm very thankful for learning new stuff and actually talking to people who know what they're talking about and can actually give some guidance. I met a lot of credible people so far, and they've been very helpful and kind.
So, would you say some of the stuff is some of the things you've learned kind of in your journey to self-publishing?
Well, I learned that self-publishing, of course, you don't have like an agent that I can understand. You don't really have an agent that will just try to pitch your idea to like publishers. You just you gotta do
You
the
got to do
marketing
it
yourself.
yourself.
Yes, you gotta do it yourself. You gotta. I mean, it's all out your own money. Your own wallet. So,
One man band.
oh man, I'll take it. I'll be honest. I'll take it. I'm like I'm a control freak when it comes to my stuff.
Oh yeah.
But I got I learned to like I'm looking to book editors and beta readers. And I'm like, okay, look, hire them to do one thing, they do it, and I take the feedback and I correct the mistakes, I clean it up, and I'm trying to make a good product. I'm trying to give the customer best product possible. And well, also, and I figure in with the competition, and this leads into what I'm also doing for the book, where I'm having art illustrations inside the book to show like what characters look like and such.
So
So
you're doing like a straight novel.
yeah, yes,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. I just
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
just
So answer me this question. I don't know if you kind of like I've kind of working on a novel myself. Let me know if you kind of had a similar situation where it's like you talk to people, you say, "Hey, would you like to check out the novel?" They say, "Hey, I'd love to. Send it to me." You send it to them. They never do it. They never read it, and then like weeks later, you talk to them about it. Say, "Oh, I'm busy. I have a life, you know." Have you had that kind of thing
I
happen with
had that
you?
happen once. With
It's so frustrating.
yes, it is because even then, well, I offered to pay them too. Of course, it wasn't like I wanted them to do it for free. I said, "Hey, look, if you read this, I'll pay you." And it's someone with my family, but I'm not gonna get on to the details. But I did offer to pay them. They read, and I wanted their honest opinions about it. But
Hmm.
they didn't really get around to it really, and so that was sort of my fault too in a way because I was still on the first half of the book. I wasn't done. I just wanted to, to read the first half, but maybe I should have waited until I was completely done and then say, "Hey, can you check out this book for me?"
I
And
mean, here's the thing. This is kind of where I draw the line. Where I asked them if they wanted to check it out. They said yes. And then they don't do it, and then instead of owning up to the fact that they said yes, they try to justify it and make me to be the butthole for even asking them about it. And I don't
oh
play those
man,
games.
yeah,
You
no,
know, like
yeah,
if you didn't have time to read the book, if you didn't have whatever, just say no. Sorry, I don't have time. Like for example, my mom. When it comes to my comics, she flat out tells me it's not my thing. And does it frustrate me? Yeah, but at the same point, I understand she's being very blunt with me. Like the type of comics I do, or even comics in general. It's not really her thing. Like she's happy that I'm being successful, which I think mother should. But like beyond that, it's not her thing. But she's very upfront and honest about it, and like sure it's aggravating, but at the same time I understand and I appreciate the honesty.
yeah. That's yeah, and I learned something when I just put my foot down and said, you know what, don't even bother with it. I learned that you know, like I said, have this book, at least get the book completed, then start worrying about, beta readers and such. Because I mean, it's my first time writing a book, so I'm learning as I go. And so that was an important
Yeah,
lesson right there.
that's one thing I've kind of found out. Like I've had some people say like, "Oh, is it finished yet? Oh, I'll check it out. Is it finished yet?" Or even like, Have you finished the first draft? Have you finished editing yet?" So it's like I'm in the editing stages of my first draft, and once that's done, I'm gonna do like a friends and family kind of beta read. And I have a feeling that once I start kind of putting out feelers for that, I'll have some more people kind of start looking at it.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, that'll be kind of interesting. My editor's liking the book, but this isn't really about me. This is about you. So, kind of tell us more about your story.
so this story has been in the workings for. 10 years almost.
Oh wow.
It started as something as a hobby, really,
Hmm.
and it evolved through the years. And there's been numerous rewrites before I even made a decision to make this into a book. So it's still fresh in my mind. Sure I have notes, but those notes are usually like something that just popped up when I was typing, when I was making the book, and I was like, wait a minute, I never really I never went on to explore this or explain this. What can I do with this situation or this character or whatever else? And so those are my notes right there, and like just different points and everything, how the outcomes could be. So I'm thinking like that, but the book is about a family of divine beings, mostly centered around the godlings, which are children. They're child gods before they mature and they become full fledged gods. And we're focusing on six. We're focusing on six godlings, and these are our protagonists. And as they grow, they come to understand how humanity is like, because they've never been around mortal kind. They've never been around mortal kind. They've been in the
Hmm.
forest for at least a good half of their childhood with their father and their three outer mothers. And outer mothers are they're like, think of them as stepmothers. So
Okay.
yeah, so there's an incident happens which kind of forces them to interact with mortal kind because of that said incident. And so they start learning from these groups of people. And this is what leads us into the second half of the book, where they become their full-fledged divinity now. And so
Hmm.
they have a lot more of a better understanding, and they're tasked with keeping the world safe, because that's what their father did. Their father, he holds that to the highest regard. Of He sees mortal kind as a precious life, to protect, really.
Right.
And he's basically like Odin, the what do you call him, like the All Father? I think that's what.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So
think
he's
that's
like
about. Yeah, sounds like.
he
Yeah.
yes, he's like the one who oversees a lot of things, and he makes sure that the world keeps turning right. And and if there's something that's coming up, you best believe that he's gonna be right there just to stop it. Because um, I don't want to get too much into it, but there was something that happened before his children were born. So there was a big event that happened that caused him to
Hmm.
be like that. So he teaches them responsibility. He teaches them, you know, just to be patient with a lot of things, and as a father should be. And the mothers, they teach them, different quality. Um, I'm sorry, it's escaping my mind, but they teach them different skills and all that. While the father is basically making sure that the world is, all right. But it's like a coming of age story with
Hmm.
with it, and I, it's one of my it's one of my favorites. I think this is one of my favorite stories ever, because the first arc is just, I think it sets the tone of what the whole story is about, what gods and goddesses is about. And you get to see how these godlings just mature, and what they do and how they do it and what they think, what they feel, and so forth.
Right. So,
Um,
tell me about the characters. Like, what are like the main characters? What are the villains? You got anything like you want to show off, like image wise?
oh yes, I do have a couple to show off. I got three.
All right. Well, let's bring that up, and you can take it away.
All right.
All yours, brother.
All right. Good. So what you guys are seeing now is a godling, one of the godlings. His name is Insanity Ranrokier Strings, He's think of him as the one that's very entropic. You don't understand. You don't know what you're gonna get. It's like a box of chocolates or the cat in
I
the
said life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
box. Yes, that's
I
basically
love
him.
that movie.
Yes, it's a great movie. I haven't watched it in so long, but it's such a good movie. But
You do rewatch.
th- this is that's what the character is. The character, I mean, it's literally in the name, but the way how gods and different beings view words and meanings, they view it differently to what mortals would think. Like insanity, you would think like crazy and all that, right? But
Hmm.
insanity might mean something more, just more regal or or unpredictable. It doesn't mean like
So,
just losing your mind.
so you're saying words are very unnecessary.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry, I'm sorry. I
no, it's okay. That's what I like about you, man. You're one of a kind. Really, honestly, I think we need more. I think we.
I'm certainly something, all right.
Hey,
What it
hey.
is kind of for debate, I guess.
Well, I like your style, man. So I mean, that's what keeps stuff
I
entertaining.
like I like it too. It keeps things entertaining.
But so as you can see, he has multiple arms, and again, that plays into the factor of him being uh, random. He's just random. You just don't know where you're gonna get. But I will say he is the highest IQ character, one of the highest IQ characters ever. Don't let the
So
name
you're
fool
saying
you.
so you're saying he likes to watch Rick and Morty?
Yeah, only intellectuals will understand.
Exactly. So this character probably watches Rick and Morty.
Yes, yes. He only he will get it instantly, but
His friends, not so much.
yeah, yeah. Hey,
I'm
that's the
sorry.
burden
I,
of
I'm
being.
not.
I was to say that's the burden of being an intellectual.
Yes, yes. And always make sure to tip your fedora to the lady.
Oh boy.
I just basically insinuated your character's a Reddit atheist. I'm so terrible.
Oh gosh.
Please set the record straight. Record straight. Tell him that, please.
No, but funny you say that, but he's a godling at the time, but
Wait,
he.
wait. So when someone asks if he's a god, he can honestly answer yes.
Oh yeah, I mean he can. Yeah,
Because
he
you know, if
can.
someone asks if you're a god, you say yes.
Yes, yes. He's not the type to lie. Not really. He's just how he is.
So he's
Uh,
not Pinocchio. Okay, cool.
yeah, yeah. He's something. He's one of
I'm
my favorite
sorry. I'm sorry. It's like you might as well call me Butter because I'm on a roll. At least things entertaining.
Yes, but he he's one of my favorite characters. Just because even I don't even know what this guy is gonna do. Um, there's always something to him. Always.
So there's a wild card.
Yes, he is a wild card. You just what can I say? Because when I was first creating him, I was like, how do I want to make him? And I was like thinking like, okay, maybe he's actually crazy, but I was like, no, I don't like that. But then I was like, okay, let me look into the definition a bit more and then look at the synonyms, and I'm seeing the words like entropic and all that, and I'm like, okay, what's entropy? So I looked into entropy and
So how
randomness.
familiar are you with the D&D alignment chart?
I'm not that familiar. I used to play D&D, but it wasn't for long.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you what you'd say the D&D alignment is of this character. Sounds like a chaotic
Whoa.
neutral
Oh
character to
yeah,
me.
yeah, yes. A chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral, maybe with good tendencies.
Yeah, a chaotic neutral, chaotic good.
Okay, I can respect that.
Yes. And as you can see when I'm going on.
I'm holding back a unrelated rant related to people who basically play chaotic neutral as as a random button, and it's just
I knew
infuriating.
that was gonna come. I knew that was gonna come because it's always even an
You know what?
amateur like me.
Fuck it. I am so fucking tired of these people being like, "Oh, I'm chaotic neutral." When someone asks who I am, I just say I like bread. Oh, chaotic neutral. Lol. I'm so random. My character is Deadpool without the Deadpool. Blah blah blah. Like
Yeah.
no. Like I'm sorry, I couldn't hold it back. The floodgates were open. Gondor called for aid.
Yes, yes. It's so bad that even an amateur like me knows about that stuff. Other than
Yeah.
the common edge lord or me lady guy.
I mean, for me, I usually play neutral good or chaotic good characters. Those for me are the most fun. True neutral maybe, but that's about it. Like if I'm playing a druid, I might do a true neutral character.
There's nothing wrong with that. I think that needs to be
It's
explored
like
just a little
I
bit more.
don't good evil. I don't care. Just the plants that matter.
Yes.
I don't care if Satan himself respects my garden, he is welcome here. you know, that kind of stuff. Druids, the original hippies. Sorry, we're getting way off topic here.
Hey, that's okay. I had a feeling this was gonna happen. We that's how we're like, man.
Yeah, we just roll.
But so now when I go to this is this is him when he's older.
Oh wow, talk about a glow up.
Yeah, this is him when he's. I was gonna
Your boy
have
got
the
abs,
yeah
abs
the
for days.
yeah he. So with him, he's not like his twin brother, which is his twin brother is named Purgatory. Um, Purgatory deals with one sword, and Sanity deals with six swords. Now you're saying like, okay, D Rhino, there's only two swords, and like, yes, there's only two swords, but as you can see, the rest of his arms aren't there, and that's because usually he likes to keep them just like they're out of existence. They're not even there until like all of a sudden they pop into existence, and then you see all the blades come out with them.
So he goes. So when he wants to go all Goro on your ass.
Yeah, no, think of him like Toby, all acting funny and casual, and then all of a sudden you just see him get real serious.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Yeah, that's basically insanity right there. It's like when you really actually get him pissed off. That's when he brings the more serious A
So
game to
you're
it.
saying, just like the Spanish Inquisition, nobody expects him.
Nobody expects it.
Nobody
Nobody.
expects the Spanish Inquisition.
And so
The burden of having lots of pop culture knowledge.
yes, and as you can see with his hair, it's no longer white all white. It's black and white. That's only because well
Oh, he's gone. He's gone monochrome.
yeah he's well his mother had black and white hair, so
Mm-hmm.
it's only natural that would come in. But it's weird that like when you I wish I put up his brother, but oh well. But his brother when younger, his brother had black hair. Sanity had white hair. Then when they're both grown up, they both have black and white hair, monochrome hair,
Hmm.
and
Quite the duality.
they're just an abnormal duo. That's all they are. They're so abnormal. They that's
I'm
their
sure there's
thing.
a JoJo reference in there somewhere. Oh wait, there is Duo.
Oh
Duo
god,
Dio.
I
I
don't know
just
much
love.
about JoJo to be honest.
Honestly, the only thing I know about JoJo is that everything is a JoJo reference. I just make fun of it.
Oh gosh, there's so many memes. That's like all the guys come up with the Metal Gear Rising memes. I'm just like I feel so old because I remember the
It is
first.
so weird that game is having a uh, resurgence.
It's
Or wait, it's having a rising.
oh gosh.
I think because like the politics of that game were so on point that like people are
Yes.
just now realizing, holy crap, this game has something to say, and why did we all ignore it?
Yes, no, I mean, it's been one of my favorite games ever since. I mean, while I was in high school, I would play that game religiously. Like, I was so good at it that I would beat it
Don't
probably under.
doesn't like the senator literally say at one point, "Make America Great Again"?
Yes, he does.
Like
Yes, he
like
does.
and that game came out in like 2013, like 2012, 2013 or something.
20, yeah,
Like
2013.
so, like it was early to the Trump train. Like dear
Mm-hmm.
God, that thing that we like to talk about the Simpsons being predictive, but Jesus Christ, it's like wrinkled Nostradamus again.
Yes, and I would purposely play that part too while my family would be around, and they all look at it like, what? What do you say?
And they're like, when did this game come out?
Oh man, I love that game though. I really love that game. I love all the
Yeah,
MGS,
actually,
mainly.
I watched a video where like this VTuber was like playing through the sequence like for on the in the carrier, and she was just like freaking out. It was like adorable and just like it was just so funny. Like watching her like you say all it was great.
Yes, but we should get back on track.
Probably. So tell us more about this awesome novel that you got cooking up.
So, and I was gonna say, you notice how like he has the markings on him and everything. Well, there's a reason why that's there. It's nothing like hidden power or anything like that. It's to represent that he's part of something. Let's just say that he's part of a.
It's like tribal marks or whatever.
Yes, that he's part of something. So it's kind of like,
And if people want to find out what it is, they should read the book.
oh yes, chapter 15 specifically, chapter 15. The best.
Ooh,
Yes,
you're getting some call outs.
yes, that's
So
that.
so, so now when I pick up the book, I'll go straight to chapter 15, read it, and then just never read it again.
Oh no.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So when is this book supposed to come out?
um, I'm thinking 2023 of May or June.
Okay.
If everything goes smoothly, everything is done by then. Um, May or June. So
And
I'm
then
still.
what platforms do we have it available on?
Oh, I'm gonna have it available on Amazon KDP or Kindle.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I've been mostly looking into because I noticed that a lot of guys like me who just starting out kind of like upload to Kindle because of course a lot more people are getting it electronically than on paperback, which is kind of I'm not surprised to be honest, but it's still I
I
mean it's
mean,
still interesting to find that out.
physical will always be a thing, no matter how much people say physical will die out. It won't. It never will.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
and
definitely.
in every medium, whether it be video games, movies, books, comic books, there will always be a need for physical. But at the same token, people shouldn't ignore digital. I think that's kind of definitely in the comic space. I think books have kind of wised up to that fact. But like digital is something you can't ignore anymore. You need to have a digital option. You know,
Um,
for me, I do Kindle as well. But like, there's other sites like Global Comics where I put my stuff. But you're doing a novel, so it's like not as much of a thing.
yeah, and that's why I want to
Have you
make
looked
my.
into Have you looked into Apple like iBooks?
I They probably won't accept me just because there's certain type of artwork involved.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, and I'm not talking like we're just really like just out there stuff. It's like I keep it
it's
contained
like
just in.
it's like stuff. It's stuff that 13-year-old boys seek out, and they go into their room and don't come out for a week. And then when the mother comes in, it smells a certain smell, and she's like, "I gotta wash the sheets."
No, well, I
That
keep
got a little bit
it
filthy there for a moment.
basic. I'm just saying I'm keeping it basic. I'm not going all too out, but
So
I do like.
you're not going all
But
National Geographic on us.
yeah, you got to have fan service, just fan service, not National Geographic.
Yeah, like that's kind of my thing with my comics. Like with Turn Samurai, it's a mature rated comic book, but like I wanted it to be mature but not explicit. you know. So it's like there's no nudity in my books, even though I had a perfectly legitimate reason because like, you know, the part of the story is set in a brothel. So like I'd
Yeah.
have complete narrative excuse. Like no one, like I have a completely valid reason to have women walking around topless or whatever. Like it would be a perfectly valid reason. But I'm choosing to put them in more lingerie stuff because I want this to be sold in comic book shops. And I don't want to put it strictly in porn stores. You know, like you know, there's. I mean, I'm already limiting my audience with making it mature rated. Making it explicit would limit it even
Yeah.
further.
Yeah.
Not to say that I'm not considering doing a triple X version of my comic at some point. You know, if there's enough interest for it. Like I even have a cool title for it. 21XX.
I mean, hey, it works.
Yeah. But yeah, like where do you kind of draw the line when it comes to content? Like do you have a line of like, okay, I won't do this, or do you just do whatever?
Uh, as long as it serves a purpose within the story, these these two art so far that I've showed you and everyone else, it's part of a scenario. So I'll describe the scenario and then I'll give the art, and then just like because I love doing that. I just like people. I want people to use their imaginations, but when you like imagine it and then you see like the actual thing itself, you're like, like this actually, this might be a lot better or it's kind of close. I like doing that because I used to like reading books like that where and not many books. And I notice with the books I read, not many books have like drawings in them. Like I can recall one of my favorite books, My Side of the Mountain, where it talks about like a kid who runs a not I'm not sure if he runs away or he goes on a quest, but he goes up into the wilderness, and in certain pages you see like him actually sketching out like stuff like birds, rocks, different types of plants to eat or not to eat. I really like that. So that's what kind of clicked in my head when I was making this book. I was like, you know what? I want to actually add art to this book to make it, not only to make it a little bit more special, but also like, I want to give it 100%. I this is something of a passion. This is a passion of mine. I mean, sure I can make money off of it. I mean, who doesn't like money? But this is
Money, money,
100%
money,
passion.
money.
Yes, yes, but no, seriously, this is 100% of a passion of mine. This has always been a goal of mine, and I'm just to finally write, start actually writing. I'm sorry, working on it and everything. It's so I'm very grateful that I'm able to live another day and do this
As
stuff.
you should be, honestly, my friend, as you should be, because one thing I've always told people is write with passion, write well, and if the thing you're creating doesn't excite you, if it doesn't like make you instantly want to run your computer and work on it, it's not worth doing.
Man, I amen to that because I've worked on this for almost over well, actually over a year now, and
It's gonna be great. Like honestly, I can just kind of feel the passion and like the dedication you've had to this product just like, talking to you about it, like over the past 34 minutes, and I can tell this is gonna be a good book. So, guys, make sure to keep an eye on Drino and his stuff because like it's gonna blow your socks off.
yeah, I'm gonna try my best to. I want to please my customers. I want to give them what they're looking for, and I want to continue on making books. I want to continue on making continuations of gods and goddesses, man. I really do want to be a full time author, but I gotta earn that. I gotta work up to it, and that's something I really want. I really do want
Yeah,
to earn.
yeah, you and me both. Like I've made good strides myself, but it's a climb, and you gotta be willing to put in the time, which you definitely seem like you're putting in the time. So I think you got a good shot at it.
Definitely. And let's get to the last picture, the last art.
Oh, okay.
All right. So as we're talking about fan service and everything, oh yeah.
There'll be some careless whispers up in here going on.
Oh.
Ooh, extra thick. So I'm sorry. It's just when I did that, my pet rat and the Katie were there. Just kind of turned to me, give me this look like, what was that? It was just so funny.
Yes, this one has gained. I think this one has gained a lot of popularity on my side of
I
things.
wonder why. Oh, uh, he just says "theek." Yes, indeed. I mean, you know what they say: "Thick thighs save lives."
Yes, yes.
So tell us about this voluptuous warrior.
Well, I can't say much, but I will
Meanie.
say this: she is a she is one of the dangerous beauties that belong to a certain demon type.
Oh, I
The,
can believe that.
the apex predators of
Is she a succubus?
no, no.
Well, that sucks.
She is something far more worse.
Is she a feminist?
Oh no, no, no. We're talking about the good worse, not the bad worse.
Is
But
she is she a gothic trad wife?
well, you're gonna have
You
to
said
find out.
good worse, so
You gotta find out. But no, she's
what up, Agent Zero? We're talking about extra thick ladies and gothic trad wives, so you came in at
Hey,
just
yeah.
the right time.
See, of course, I show this picture and everyone's coming in.
Well, yeah, I mean the milkshake brings the boys to the yard.
No lie there. No lie there.
I mean, people now have two very big reasons to join the stream.
Yes, and I thank them. This is the stuff I want to give. This is the stuff I do want to give my readers too. You know, you like we like good looking I love good looking characters. So you know, if I imagine them and I'm like, okay, I want this, that, you know, husband or waifu, whichever, put them in there. You know, but as long as it serves a story, serves purpose of the story, and everything. And she does serve a important. Well, she serves quite a bit of a purpose in the story with the background of the lore and everything. And
It doesn't help that she's insanely attractive, and most people read the story just because, like, ooh, she's pretty.
uh, I mean, this is made
I'm
by
teasing.
no, I was gonna say this is made by Carmen Seth, one of my favorite artists.
Oh, nice.
He I saw him like
He got the
just
touch.
yes, his talent has
He
evolved
got
over
the
time.
touch. He got
You
the
got the
power. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself.
power. Hey, you gotta go with it. But
Yeah.
yeah, he's refined. He's gotten a lot better. And you think this is nice? You know, you go over to his stuff. His artwork is just, I mean, it's really impressive. Of course, you know, you got to be 18 or over for that because you know
What I really like is like the shading he did on the abs. That looks like so exceedingly lifelike. You know, to have like that kind of degree of shading and just like get that kind of definition. You know, I mean, just like the skin tones look so good. Like I'm like I full screen this shit, and I'm just kind of looking at it closely, and just like the way he did the shadows on the skin and the hair looks. Oh my god, this person knows what they're doing.
Oh yes, yes. He give you a little bit of background on this one. He told me that he was going to be experimental with this one because he actually really liked the concept of this character. So he added in like all the extra details on the bra, the leggings, everything. So
Thank you, agency. I appreciate it. I appreciate having you around.
so
No, go
he
ahead. Go continue.
no, I was just because I'm just thinking like he even before she was created. I mean, she's always I can imagine her in my head. I'm like, man, she would be a very beautiful character, like one of the most awestruck, beautiful characters ever in gods
So
and goddesses.
let me ask you a question. You know, you had all these characters in your head for a decade or so. What was it like when you finally started to get back some of this concept art from the artist and you saw these characters leap from your head to to the screen. You know, like you're actually seeing them, quote unquote, in the flesh. How like what was your first reaction? How did you feel?
You know the Pog Champ meme where the guy's like just end out all with the with the all face and everything. That was me.
What was like, oh,
Yeah,
you know, kind of.
yeah,
It's like a Pulp Fiction. You open the briefcase, the golden light just emanates out from it.
yes, yes. That's
Yeah,
exactly how I
it's always
felt.
a great feeling. Like I remember like the first time I held, you know, the first time I published a comic, and when I actually held it in my hand, I can just still remember that feeling. It was like so exhilarating. It felt like all the hard work I put in, it was like actually finally worth it. You know.
Yes, man. I want to. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, Nick. I can see it.
You're gonna do great, bro. This book is gonna come out. It's gonna do gangbusters. You know, Disney's gonna come calling you. You're gonna tell them to fuck off. Warner Brothers is then gonna come. You're gonna make them give you a Batmobile, and then they can adapt the book. You know.
Yeah, ask and then tell them to fire Ezra Miller. Oh
Well,
man.
at that point, Ezra Miller will be long gone. Let's hope. But yeah, like, oh, you want us to fire Ezra Miller? Sure. Want us to do? You know.
Yeah, no, man. That's the one thing my my father has told me, like, well, if this book becomes a movie, I'm like, it better be by a guy who can do it, do the indie stuff, because I can't really see it, the mainstream people trying to like change it up, man. And
So let's have a little fun, shall we?
all right.
Who do you think should play this character? Like, what actress or actor do you think should play this character?
Oh, honestly, I would grab some cosplayers who have actual experience with acting. I'm not even gonna say celebrities. I do not want celebrities. I want to bring new life into the indie market. If I had that power, if I had that privilege to do that, man, I would actually look into different cosplayers and see how they actually are good actors or actresses. Hire them in and all that, man. Because I love watching like I really do love watching indie movies.
Yeah, that kind of touches upon a certain thing that like it's been chapping my ass for a little while. I'm kind of stalling for time because I'm pulling up a screen. All right, like yes, they're bringing in the cosplayers. Okay, like they say that we can't do this because you know like we can't do these costumes right because it would look ridiculous on screen. But like seriously,
Have you?
look at that. You know, like that looks great. You know,
Yeah,
like
I just
seriously, these women are knocking it out of the park. There's X-Men Evolution. Sorry. You know, like it's just like these cosplayers do such a strom. I can't spell
yeah.
today.
Oh, and Nick, I stopped the screen sharing.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, that's
Sorry,
a
you know, pull it up.
classic. Oh, that's a classic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like that's even that one, you know, from the movie looks like, oh my god, like look at that
yeah,
one. That's the cartoon. That looks so. Look at these. Like seriously.
yeah. I mean, did you see look at the actual
Look at
Disney
this new
stuff?
store. Like
Yeah,
I will
like
say, John Krasinski's Fantastic Four costume was actually pretty good from
um,
Multiverse of Madness.
Reed Richards. It wasn't that bad. I liked it. I'll say that.
Yeah,
I liked it better
you
than
know,
the reboot of Fantastic Four.
I will say the 2005 Fantastic Four actually was a decent movie.
I like that movie and the game.
Like, look at that. Like, that Storm, you know, like the punk version. Like, seriously. Look at that hair.
Yeah, they won't do that nowadays. The mainstream stuff would be so lazy with it, and it would look so fake. But yeah, you can give a regular woman just like what, I don't know how much a wig costs, but you can give her like the most
Look at
cheapest
that.
wig.
Look at that. Like,
Yes.
seriously.
Yeah, you can literally give them the cheapest wig, and they'll make it look so natural and
I
beautiful.
mean, this is literally just like a dye sub suit with an attractive woman in it.
Yes.
Like, it's not that hard, people. You know, like. I mean, these look great. I'm not trying to diminish it. These are great. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Oh, like seriously,
Oh yeah,
that's
definitely.
from the cartoon. Like
Yes.
that actually works.
Yeah.
You know, like
No, they won't. Yeah, they. It's like these guys have so much money, and well, okay, I assume they have a lot of money, but you know, they have a lot more money than the indie people. Let's just say that the people who need crowdfund and everything,
like
and
that looks
just
pretty good,
yeah, that
honestly.
looks and that's just simple stuff. That's not even like make your own Vader suit or anything like that. Your own Mandalorian suit.
Of course. Like you want to talk about like some of those Star Wars cosplays, like you're talking about like Vader. I mean, we've all gone to conventions and seen Vader costumes. What do you want? What anything you want me to look up? I'm thinking of it.
Oh, say again.
Like, uh, we've all seen Darth Vader at cons. You know, like
Yeah.
look at these Kratoses are pretty. I mean, a lot of it's like look at that one. That one's wow.
Hell, I've seen a good MGR Raiden cosplay. Like it
Of
actually.
course.
No, I seen better. Yeah, I seen better versions of like a female Kratos, but that's a good one too.
Also, I got it. Like, I really like looking at Siri cosplays because a lot of them look like really good. Also, like, oh my god, this actually almost looks like a model from the game. It's
Yeah,
always been weird to me. Like, you see like fantasy stuff and they're like holding a phone. It's such a weird contrast. But yeah, I'm a
yeah.
huge Witcher fan.
Oh, I'm a huge Witcher fan too, man. I got like almost all the statues.
Yeah.
I read all the books. I would read like 50 pages a day of each book, and I'm not kidding. I
What
would.
did you think of the Netflix show?
Okay, look, season one. I had to be like the interpreter for people because they did not understand the back and forth with the past and present. So I had to explain to them in detail. This is what happens. Then this is what happens after that or before that, and of course. But man, I don't know. I haven't watched the
Also,
second
Chris
season.
cosplay is
Oh yeah,
amazing.
I didn't like how they changed up some characters. To be honest, I just
I got
I'm
a
not.
soft spot for Triss. I'm sorry.
No. Triss is cool, but she never was my favorite.
Redheads are kind of my weakness, so and yeah.
Oh, you would like Trix then. Trix or Risa from Relish.
Probably. But like these Triss cosplays are so enticing to me.
Yeah.
Uh, Sorry, go ahead. You were saying.
No, it's just but yeah, man, I being on this whole venture of just making this book and just restructuring it and rewriting different parts, and figure out what scenes I want to add in or want to take out. It's been very enlightening. There's the book has a total of 18 chapters, plus a prologue and an epilogue.
Hmm.
And the epilogue is, well, I'm debating with the epilogue still. It's done, but I have another version of the epilogue where it will lead into a second book. So I make sure that this book actually closes up a lot of answers a lot of questions. But
Okay.
I will leave some questions unanswered for like the other book. I'm not doing like the J.J. Abrams like mystery box crap. No.
Well, the problem is a mystery box is actually a very engaging narrative tool. The problem is you gotta answer the questions you bring up,
Exactly.
and that's really the problem with J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams is really good about asking the questions. He just never really pays them off, and
Right.
that's really the problem. And I actually do like. I actually am a kind of a proponent of mystery box storytelling. It's actually one of my favorite kind of ways to write. But the problem is you gotta pay off what you set up, and that's a problem that a lot of writers, J.J. Abrams being the poster child. I mean, look at Star Wars: The Sequel Trilogy is a perfect example. Now, you could say, oh, Ryan just threw everything out, which is technically true, but at the same time, you shouldn't have answered those questions to begin with if you didn't have a plan to answer them.
Yeah, I I think I've seen so much of it in the bad light that I rather take it like Tolkien did. Think of it, think of what happens in almost every detail, almost every aspect of it, and try to at least form a story that doesn't have a lot of plot holes in it.
For
And if there,
me, I'd say the best example of mystery box storytelling would be Stranger Things season one. I think that did like a mystery box really, really, really well.
I
Because
will
like the
say
first few
that,
episodes really, because I'm just saying strictly the first season. Okay,
yeah,
the first season it asked questions and then it answered them. And it did it in a very satisfying way.
yes, yeah. That's the only time I can count really that's been a good use of it. I mean, I really, like I said, I don't really don't like. I like my stuff to be detailed, but I like to have fun with it, where I test out different scenarios, and that's what I've been doing with these different arcs with gods and goddesses. Just test it out, then rewrite it, restructure it, then do just rewrite it again, and just go back to it and say, okay, you know what, I'm liking this. Even when this book, I'm sorry, book is not out yet. I'm sorry, but even when I was writing this book, I was still coming up with stuff that I haven't answered like for almost 10 years ago. And I'm like, wow, I have the old notes here, and I know what I did with the expand some parts, but I never went into depth, and that's why I think for example, I loved chapter 15 a lot, because I didn't really go into depth with what comes up in that part of the story. So it's fun. It's fun just seeing what I
Just
can do.
Yeah,
What
seeing where things go, like just kind of putting the pieces on the board and letting things play out as they do. Like I will agree there is a certain amount of entertainment to it because for me when I'm writing, the story is playing out in my head. It's like the story is like a movie and I'm just simply the translator. That's how I kind of see it. And
Oh yeah,
sorry, my rats gave me another like weird look. Like yeah, it's just sorry, funny.
no, it's all right. No, I see myself like kind of like the director of it, just placing, making things, setting things up, making it look right.
Cut, cut, cut.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's how I feel with when I write and this when I write stuff, and I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really feeling this. I will literally put it off somewhere and purposely forget about it, and then like
Mm-hmm.
come up upon it again. I'm like, oh yeah, this was made, but I made a better version because of you know I I like what I have now, as opposed to what I did like a year or whatever ago. And that's what happened with gods and goddesses. I did actually found an old version of it, 2019, a 2019 version
Mm-hmm.
of it. And I guess this is before I decided to make it into a book, but I was just like testing it. I guess I was testing the waters, and I made it to 3 chapters. I didn't write nothing in the third chapter, but I made it to 3 chapters, and I was just reading it. And I was like, I'm glad I got rid of this. This is a terrible, this original version is terrible. In the
Yeah, it's
beginning,
always crazy when like you read some of your old writing and you're like, "What the hell was I thinking?"
yeah, yeah, no, I mean, you could tell that the passion was there, but just the way how it's structured, it didn't have I don't think it had any soul to it. It didn't really I don't think it was really engaging, because when I was reading through it, I was like, I can see why I threw this. I kind of like forgot about it because it wasn't engaging to me. I can't have that. I can't just write a book and then not have it be engaging. I want people to connect with these characters. I want them to see, I want them to cheer. I want them to cry or boo or get angry at whatever. That's the
Hmm.
important part of of the book. The readers are so engaged that they want to have more. They want to read more.
Yeah, and like engagement's really important. You got to get them hooked and whatnot. So, what else you got on the horizon? Like any other ideas you got churning in your head?
Um, I may have something for the second book. I kind of have like the plot ready for it, sort of, kind of. It's 50%
Hmm.
ready, and I want to work on it. Right, I do want to work on it, but I'm like, no, not yet. Let's stick with the first book first. Let's get this. Let's get all of it done. Get it out there to the public. Read, listen to feedback. Read about it. Then let's start working on the second book.
Okay. So, if let's say some cosmic being said you can work on any IP already created. Doesn't matter who, past, present, doesn't matter who does it. What character or IP would be your dream to work on?
That's a good one. I guess either uh The Witcher or Berserk.
Okay, I respect that. Witcher would be cool. And so for my final question, this one's really important. But like the fate of the world hangs in the balance. This is the most important question I'm going to ask you the entire stream. Okay,
All right.
pineapple on pizza? Yes or no?
Oh, absolutely. With chicken on it and barbecue. Oh, it's perfect. Mm.
Well, there you have it, go boys. This man it says yes to pineapple on pizza. Well, Rhino, we're kind of reaching the end of where can people find you?
Yeah, well, yeah, we still got some time. We got some time.
Yeah, where
Um
can people find you? I'm just kind of wrapping up right now.
oh, I'm sorry. People can find me on Twitter at drino419. I mean, it's right there. I
Oh,
want
we got a squeaked in the chat. Yay!
to Hello there. But
Squeaka,
I,
General Kenobi. Squeaka's the best. She's awesome.
I just
Anyway, where else can people reach you besides Twitter?
I mean, I do have a YouTube channel, drino419. I'm keeping it basic, guys. Just want to find me to just type in drino419. There you go.
Hey, whatever works. Whatever works, my friend.
And I just want to say, thanks to the people who helped me out so far. Carmen Seth, Ariel Sama, Clue, Neferi, Mr. Santos, my friends, some of my family members, DB, Dave Brink, um, and of course you.
Well, I appreciate it. Haven't you worked with Neff a little bit?
Yes, yes. I
Yeah,
love.
I gotta.
I just love how he takes
Yeah,
things.
Neff's a really good friend of mine. I talked to him about a lot of stuff, and he's done like I know he's done some work for you. Actually, didn't he make like a collab piece between Turn Samurai and one of your stuff? I think
Yeah,
I'm not showing that picture. I'm not
yeah.
showing
Let's
it.
not show that.
I mean, it was a good picture. Neff did a great job on it.
Definitely. Oh, hey, Clue.
Yeah, we got Clue in the chat. I love how everyone's just like piling in red as we're about to go off the air. It's kind of funny. Before we go off, has anybody got any questions for Rhino before we take off?
Yes, please. I'll answer truthfully with the bottom of my heart and all that.
Well, you answered the most important question about pineapple on pizza, so
Yeah.
I mean it's all downhill from there. So, so
Oh, boy.
what do you got to look forward to? Like, what are you kind of looking forward to the next few weeks?
Work, just working on
Oh,
it. Oh, you've been
you
here the
need to
whole
get
time.
yeah, get a clue, bro. Get a clue.
Sorry, I'm clueless. Clue would get that
It,
joke.
I actually really like that movie. Oh, that is so as if.
Oh boy.
All
Oh,
right, we got a question for you.
all right. What is my favorite aspect of character creation? You know, I say personality. I say personality. Usually how I make my characters is from different songs and not by lyrics. I don't really listen to anything with lyrics. I listen to things that just classical, really classical, anything that has no lyrics in it at all. And the music just that's how I start creating characters. That's really how I start creating characters. Just listen to music, and I'm like, okay, I kind of like how it's either it's energetic or it's just sad, or there's just something magical about that for me. Like
Oh
it
yeah,
just makes
I bet.
it clicks with my mind.
What composers normally do you listen to then?
Oh man. I mean, I listen to Nobuo Uematsu, of course. I'm a big Final
Oh,
Fantasy
you
fan.
just became my best friend.
Big Final Fantasy fan.
All
Yoko.
right, what's your favorite Nobu track?
Oh, Final Fantasy Six. Final Fantasy Six, hands down. Music is the
Yeah,
magic. I dig it. Oh, nice.
I like his Final Fantasy VII score. I'm a big Final Fantasy IV fan, honestly, but like as far as one of my favorite Nobu themes is probably the fighting theme from Final Fantasy VI. Though I will say the Black Mages version he did is so
Black Mage's
chef's kiss.
version, hands down, is the best, especially Dancing
It just
Mad.
got like such a good build up to it. Like it just got such. It's like if I could have an entrance theme, it would be that.
Oh yes, yes. I mean, I know the like. If you just play the music right now, without showing me it, I can tell you in a heartbeat which track it is.
I
I
would play it, but I get a copyright strike, so I don't
yeah,
want to do that.
yeah.
But as far as like, I'm a big video game music fan myself. Like, I'm also a big fan of Moitoya Sakuraba. He's the guy who did like the Tales games, Golden Sun, Star Ocean. Really great.
Yeah,
Um,
you are my favorite. Nobuo, yes, yes. I
Koji Kondo, you gotta like Koji Kondo. Also,
um,
Michiru Yame, he did Castlevania.
yes, I was gonna say, who's the guy who made the Near Automata track? I forgot his name or her name. Was it? I
I
can't.
need to play that game. I know it's coming to Switch. I need to grab it.
Oh, it's coming to
Um,
Switch.
yeah. Like they did a partner showcase mini, and like Persona 5 is coming to Switch. Nier is yeah some. Oh, they're doing a Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, by the way.
I'm impressed. Really, I'm
Yeah,
impressed.
I was waiting for that one. I'm also a big fan of like video game music. Like as far as some of my favorite video game composers, you gotta love John Williams, Danny Elfman, Alan Silvestri.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
I'm looking at like my pile of CDs right now. Just
Uh
like
can't think of his name, but he did
oh oh
music for Inception. Inception. I
the
never
clue
liked.
answered your question.
Oh yes, thank you, thank you so much.
And apparently, Squeaker has really good taste in music, so there's that too.
Mm-hmm. Yes. we got the we're
I
getting the whole
love
band in here.
Castlevania music so much. Like some of my favorite Castlevania tracks, like you got like Bloody Tears,
Bloody Tears.
uh, Simon's theme from Castlevania 4, just the entire Symphony of the Night soundtrack, just that entire thing. Oh, Agents. Okay, best soundtrack ever. Agent Zero said it. Best fucking soundtrack ever. Tron Legacy soundtrack by Daft Punk. I fucking love that movie. It is the best thing ever. Agent Zero, you're fucking awesome. Sorry, I got excited there for a second.
No, I get it.
Sorry, I love Tron Legacy so fucking much, and just Agent Zero just kind of like it was like a positive trigger. Like it was like, oh my god, I fucking love you. Like I love that movie so much. I just like Agent Zero, you're fucking awesome. So
Yes, I mean
sorry, I'm sorry, but
no, that's how I
I
feel.
was
That's how I
freaking out, but
feel.
in a good way. Like that was a good freak out.
No, I mean I totally get it. Like that's how I am when I hear like the Final Fantasy VI soundtrack, and I'm like, oh shit, here we go. Like
Oh
I can
shit,
listen
here
to
we
that for
go
hours,
again.
man.
I yeah, like Tron Legacy got me into Daft Punk. I was lucky to see Tron Legacy in theaters 3D. It's such a good experience. Oh, but yeah, so like I love Castlevania, Zelda, like the Zelda tunes, Pokemon, um, just like probably like Gens 1 and 2 is my favorite. It's like you gotta love the Lavender Town theme. Do 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 do
I
do
mean,
do 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 do.
yes,
Like I figure if if we're talking about soundtracks, we have to mention one of my favorites, Dot Hack Sign. It's an anime, but like I love like Dot Hack Sign is a favorite anime of mine, but the music for that is just so good, so good. Like Dot Hack Sign is such good music.
Metal Gear Rising. I know the whole Metal Gear Rising stuff is happening. But I'm telling you, man, I played it. I remember when like the first coming of like the memes were coming out and everything. And now and seeing like the second coming of the memes, and then the 10th year anniversary is coming out next. Oh wow, next year, dude. Oh
I'm
my
probably sure it's gonna like honestly with the popularity of the game coming back, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a re-release.
I'd rather stick with the original. I'd rather stick with the
You know
original.
what? You know what'd be hilarious if we get a Metal Gear Rising Revengeance re-release before we get Metal Gear Solid 4 re-release. That would be so fucking hilarious.
I
Oh,
oh my
oh,
gosh,
oh,
Lord.
oh. All right, so Agents, yeah, the John Wick soundtracks are actually really good.
I
I
gotta watch
like
those
them because
movies. I gotta watch those
what?
movies. I gotta watch those
What?
movies.
All right,
I
stream's over. D Rhino is officially canceled. He's officially persona non grata. He has not seen John Wick. Shame, shame, shame. But Squeaker's actually right. Silent Hill actually has a really good soundtrack.
Silent Hill
that
4.
main three.
Silent Hill 4 and Homecoming. Homecoming it has a really good soundtrack.
Yeah, I'm talking about like the first two and whatnot. Like that opening theme. Like with the guitar work and whatnot.
Yeah, the
You
first
know.
I like the end like the results theme from the first game. At the end of it, it's just so chill to listen to.
Oh,
Then
the
of course,
best ending theme. The best ending theme is the joke ending for Silent Hill 2, where it's
oh my
revealed the whole
god.
thing was they're controlled by a dog.
So it was you the entire time?
You are your own worst enemy. So you're saying that if that a future me time traveled back from the future, impregnated my mother, and somehow I'm my own father. Okay, I didn't know this was a Chris Chibble script. Okay, we're good. I didn't know this was a Chris Chibble episode of Doctor Who, but okay.
I haven't seen John Wick, so don't feel bad. I don't feel bad.
Squeaka to the rescue. I can't be mad at Squeaka because like she's so adorable. So you're good.
Yeah. I mean, I think I think I'm just waiting just to have like once they're done with all the movies, just to buy that collection. Because I know I'm the type of guy who can appreciate like the fighting choreography. How do you pronounce it? Choreography or something like that.
Choreography.
Choreography. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that stuff, especially like I don't want to. I literally will wait for years until something is finally done, and then I'll just collect it all like that because it really gets under my skin when they just release it like, oh, here comes this year. Okay, 5 years later, this one. I hate that. I'm a
And
patient
then they
guy.
release all the extended versions of Lord of the Rings. They're like,
Yes,
prepare your
yes,
catheter. We're having a 24-hour marathon.
yeah, and
I
and
actually got to look that up. Like how long is the extended trilogy? How long is it? Okay, wait, what is the combined length? Okay, I actually want to look this up. It's let's see here. Just on just under 12 hours.
wow. Oh, and
Um,
my boy Flaming Claw. Yeah, I did give him like the whole collection of the Evil Dead because I had the physical edition, but it came like with the codes. The only thing it was missing was Army of the Dead because there was licensing issues with that. So, but
Yeah.
man, I wish I had Army, but I like Army of the Dead now. Now that I had some time to think about it. I'm like, man, I love Army of the Dead. Actually, I think that's like, just like what the hell is going on?
I'm doing something right now, so just kind of
All right, I'll take it. I'll take it away. So,
Oh wait, no, wait. Okay, let's see here. I don't care if I get it, but I have to do this.
Groovy.
I had to, I got to start downloading these clips and just playing them that way. I gotta start doing that. Like I've been lazy.
yes. Hail to the king, baby.
Oh! You want that?
That are give me some sugar, but it's by the.
I mean, this is
by the evil
gonna get
Ash.
this is gonna get me copyright strike. But at this point, I just
Sure, I could have stayed in the past. Could have even been king. But in my own way, I am king. Hail to the king, baby.
How can you not like that guy? Like seriously, how can you not like that man?
I know. I'll swallow your soul. Swallow this.
Oh, so
Classic.
you've heard of Chuck Norris facts, right?
Yeah.
Have you heard of let's see here. There's I know there's like Chuck no like there's like a whatever. I can't really find it off the cuff, so we'll kind of just whatever.
We'll wing it.
But yeah, like there was like Chuck Bruce Campbell facts like the hardest substance known to man is Bruce Campbell's chin.
What?
It's his chin. It's the hardest substance known to man. Because his chin can only have been chiseled by the gods themselves.
Oh my gosh.
You've heard of Chuck Norris facts, though, right?
Yeah. I don't
Did you know?
I don't go swimming. Water just wants to be around me or something like that.
Did you know that one time Chuck Norris got bit by a rattlesnake, and after 3 agonizing days, the rattlesnake died?
Oh my gosh.
Did you know that every year Chuck Norris sends a picture of himself to the IRS? Coincidentally, Chuck Norris had never had to pay taxes. Did you know that underneath Chuck Norris's beard, it's not a chin, but another fist?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Did you know that in the early 60s, that Chuck Norris had sex with a bunch of nuns, that they later became the 76 Dolphins?
What the hell?
There's like tons of those. Did you know that when Chuck Norris wants whipped cream, he just roundhouse kicks a cow? Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. I know tons. It's starting to get a little bit not monotonous, so I'll stop right there. But I know tons of bad jokes. I know some really bad your mama jokes.
Oh gosh,
did you know your mama's so dumb? She stared at an orange juice carton for 20 minutes just because it said concentrate.
Oh my gosh.
Your mama's so fat Bill Gates couldn't even pay for liposuction.
Oh,
your mama's so big it takes 2 planes and 3 buses just to get our good side.
The bad puns never end.
I mean, to be fair, these jokes, these your mama jokes are 30 years old. Because I was telling these jokes in the 90s and 2000s, so it's they're old. These are old ones.
Jeez.
Uh,
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
so
and
yeah,
you still have like these and these memes. Just look at the memes that we have nowadays. It's like it makes you just like go like what? like like did I just really
I mean,
read
I
that?
love memes. They're God's gift to humor.
Oh
So,
yes,
um,
memes are the DNA of the soul. That's another reference.
oh yes, yes they are. Memes are love. Memes are life. Just like Shrek.
Oh boy.
Ah yes. Wait, your mama's so old. She wrote these jokes. Oh, Squeaka! Squeaka! Oh my god. Okay. All right. She. I have to pull up another video just because of that. Let's see here.
Your mom is so old. Really jokes. Yeah,
Um,
I'm not good at comedy. I'm like if you ask me to come up with a joke on the spot, I can't. I'm not that great.
all right. All right. All right. Wait. I think. Let's see here. I think I did that wrong. Never mind. Um.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I didn't share it with sound, so that was my problem. All right, Squeaka, this is for you. All right, this is in honor of your epic burn on me. This is for you.
Change my state of mind. Ladies and gentlemen, love so hard to find. We got him.
Squeaka, that was for you. In honor of your epic burn upon me, you have earned that. She got me good. So I always respect a good burn, and Squeaka, I'm gonna need some aloe vera. So thank you.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Like Crash Bandicoot. Whoa.
I love the Crash Bandicoot games. I really need to just download some of these videos and just put them up here so I can just pull them up. So yeah. So as we kind of wrap things up, I don't want to stop us up or kind of running out of things to talk about. So any last words for people? Like tell them to F off, tell them you love them, whatever. It's I don't care.
Oh man, I definitely appreciate all y'all coming here just to, watch me and Nick just talk shit and talk about the book and everything. I know we kind of got a little sidetracked, but I definitely appreciate it, and I'm just nervous. I'm I'm a mess right now, but it's
Honestly,
been
Rhino,
fun.
you did great. I've had people come on who do worse than you.
Oh, thank you, man.
So I just want to say thank you to Rhino for coming on, and honestly, you guys, thank you for showing up. This is probably one of the best streams I've done so far. You guys are all fucking awesome, especially Squeaka, and Agent Zero as well. You guys are really cool. And then look forward to see you guys next week. And so, as always, this is Nick from the Phoenix Press, and remember, I can only show you the door. You're the one that has to walk through it.